after a long and conspicuous absence. Deborah and Wall's Karen Page returns in Daredevil, Born Again Episode 9, marking a crucial turning point in the series that many fans have eagerly anticipated, though she only appeared briefly in Episodes 1 and 2 following Foggy Nelson's shocking death. Her sudden reappearance in the finale offers emotional closure and narrative depth to an otherwise fragmented character arc, while Karen's omission from the majority of Season 1 raised valid concerns about sidelining legacy characters. The way her return is orchestrated by the new creative team proves purposeful and impactful. Her entry into the storyline doesn't just satisfy nostalgia, it strategically sets up a far more involved and influential role for Season 2. Karen Page's absence is not ignored, but instead integrated into the emotional core of the series. Following Foggy's death in Episode 1 and a short exchange with Matt Murdock in Episode 2, Karen removes herself from the narrative. This departure was not out of character, but rather a direct response to Matt's self-imposed isolation there. Grief over Foggy fractured what was once a deeply bonded trio, effectively ending the era of Nelson, Murdock, and Page. Karen relocates to San Francisco and avoids Matt's attempts at contact, illustrating the kind of authentic disconnection that occurs when trauma drives wedges between loved ones. Her eventual return in Episode 9 aligns with this emotional rhythm and provides meaningful development for both her and Matt's relationship. This arc wasn't always in the cards. Early plans for Daredevil, Born Again under the original showrunners excluded both Karen and Foggy altogether. Foggy's death would have been referenced but not shown. Karen's storyline was initially set to be relegated to exposition mentioned in dialogue but never seen. The decision to bring both actors back and give them significant scenes, particularly in the premiere, the finale, was a direct result of Marvel's creative overhaul. This strategic pivot, led by new showrunner Dario Scardapane, alongside directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, restructured the show's emotional framework and ultimately race-centered characters fans genuinely care about. Scardapane clarified that Matt and Karen's estrangement reflects the kind of familial breakdown often triggered by the loss of a loved one. Their reunion in Episode 9, layered with unspoken pain, loyalty, and lingering affection, feels earned and authentic. Karen's interaction with Matt is not the only emotional reconnection teased in this final episode. Her dynamic with Frank Castle resurfaces, subtly hinting at the complex and unresolved feelings that trace back to their time together in The Punisher. These are not fanservice inclusions, but narrative continuities that elevate character depth. More importantly, Karen's return isn't symbolic, it's functional. Season 2 of Daredevil, Born Again, already in production, promises a more expansive role for Karen Page. Set footage reveals she will adopt a new, bold look and take a more proactive stance in the battle against Mayor Fisk. Dressed with bright red, shoulder-length hair and shown in undercover attire, Karen appears to be stepping into a frontline role in the resistance against Fisk's regime. Her investigative instincts, sharpened in earlier seasons and honed during her time in San Francisco, are set to become a vital asset for Matt's emerging team. Karen won't be alone in this effort. Bibi Urich, niece of the late Ben Urich, is also plotting Fisk's takedown through journalistic exposure. The parallels to Karen's own earlier work with Ben are intentional and poignant. In Daredevil Season 1, Karen and Ben were at the heart of the effort to uncover Kingpin's corruption, a mission that ended in Ben's death. Now, with Bibi stepping into that same journalistic void and Karen likely supporting her, Born Again builds on the legacy of those sacrifices. This intergenerational handoff not only deepens the world building, but reinforces how personal stakes still drive this corner of the MCU. In hindsight, the creative overhaul of Daredevil, Born Again salvaged more than just tone and pacing, it rescued character integrity. Karen Page's sidelining might have remained a quiet footnote in a story overwhelmed by new subplots and stylistic experimentation. Instead, her return repositions her as a key player heading into a second season that promises to be more cohesive, emotionally resonant, and narratively aligned. Her reappearance is not merely a reunion, it's a reintroduction with purpose. As Daredevil, Born Again closes its first season, the message is clear: the show has found its footing, and Karen Page is once again a vital part of that foundation. Season 2 is not just a continuation, it's a new beginning, built on the strength of character legacy, emotional payoff, and a renewed commitment to grounded, human storytelling.